Erie's New Country, the new 93.9 The Wolf, Chuck the Promo Guy, new music showcase. Want to welcome Sara Darling to the studio.
Thank you so much for having me.
Now, I know it's been a really long day, would probably be the right way to put it. You were in, where, Syracuse today?
Syracuse, and we just came from Rochester, and now we're here, seeing you guys.
Best for last, right?
Yeah, save the best for last. Absolutely.
Now, you're originally from Iowa.
I am a Midwestern girl. I grew up in Des Moines, Iowa, a little town east of Des Moines, and moved to Nashville 5.5 years ago. I graduated high school. I knew exactly what I wanted to do, and I saved about $5,000 the year after I graduated. And
Doing what? Why do you say $5,000?
I was working as a server, of course. That story, you know.
I should be serving that because at 31, I don't
You
think I have
can
$5.
make some good money as a server. I'm telling you. But it's a humbling job, though. Serving is.
So you get the money together and you say, I'm going to Nashville, or did somebody kind of push you and say, hey?
I had a manager at the time. His name was Joe Carter. Managed Tracy Bird, and he inspired me to move to Nashville. He kind of took me under his wing, and the first year that I was in town, he kind of set me up with some rights and stuff like that. And then a year, like right after that, I got the opportunity to do The Entertainer. Right. With Wayne Newton. Yeah,
I was reading. You have a pretty exciting life. You get to meet Wayne Newton.
You know, the only recollection I had of Wayne Newton before I did that show was Vegas Vacation.
Right. Where he came off as creepy.
Exactly. When he sends, you know, the dress and all that. That's all I know.
So was he creepy in person? Honestly.
He was actually very nice. He was a very nice guy. But he, you know, it's Wayne Newton.
He's kind of like a suave chicken, though. Is he really smooth and kind of like, hey, ladies, and that kind of? I mean, that's how I see him.
I've been to his show. In his show, he kisses at least 5-10 women on the mouth, not like on the cheek or anything, but it's on the mouth.
So I'm a germaphobe. I don't think I can handle that. He doesn't give them like scarves or roses. He just lays it on them like, here it is.
No, he does the, you know, Rico Suave type thing. He like plants it, you know, right on their mouth. It's great.
I do love it. And the new album coming out, do you have a release date as of yet?
The album is coming out June 9th, and I'm very excited. The single is coming out March 23rd, and we're going to play that in a little bit.
Yeah, it's a great song, but I know you have a guitar. I would love to hear you perform. I hear great things. I've heard some of your stuff. It's fantastic, and I want to sit back and almost let you set up your song, why you wrote it, how it come to be, and then if we could hear it.
Well, I am so glad to do this. The first thing I want to say is, right after I did the Wayne Newton show, I had this like epiphany, I guess, and I knew that I wanted to write music, and I sat and I wrote for like 2 years after that, and it's kind of amazing the songs that I compiled over that time. And this song that I'm going to sing for you first, I call it my grandpa's song. When I was 6 years old, he had triple bypass surgery, and they ruptured his artery and literally died. They revived him, gave him a year to live. He was so sick. And I'm 26, and he's still with us.
Oh, that's great.
And such a great story. This song inspired me. He inspired this song. This is called All You've Got. His name was Taylor. Such a happy, handsome, blue-eyed kid. Loved to laugh, loved to live, and for 20 years that's all he did. It happened out of nowhere. Now we're standing round saying goodbye, wishing we were not. You don't know friends are all you need, till friends are all you've got. Just like my grandpa, the doctor said his heart was gonna go. They gave him 6 months, but that was 11 years ago. Grammy's still beside him, waiting
the first time I got real on my knees. I made a friend that day and found a love that's looking after me, even when I'm not. You don't know God is all you need, till God is all you've got. You don't know God is all you need, till God is all you've got.
I'll say wow, really quietly. It's a beautiful song. You have
Thank
an
you.
unbelievably great voice, and I'm kind of like giddy. I was giddy before you got here. Now it's getting a little worse. But I'd love you to stick around. We'll do some more songs, and then you did some videos where you have a really interesting story about one of the videos you were in.
Quite the story.
Yeah.
I know it's funny. Everyone who meets me is like, "You've done like some of the craziest stuff." You know, just I kind of got my hands in a lot of different stuff. So.
Excellent. We'll do it next. Sarah Darling in studio, part of the Wolf's new music showcase. It's George Strait. River of Love's on the Wolf.